A dim interrogation room flickers under a single hanging light as a man strapped to a metal chair stares into a two-way mirror while a syringe glows in a doctor's hand. Behind observation glass, silhouettes take notes as chemicals enter his bloodstream in complete silence. No consent forms, no warnings, just a government experiment hidden from the public. This wasn't science fiction, this was real, and it happened under the authority of the United States government. Tonight, we enter MKUltra, a classified program where control over the human mind became an official objective. Inside a secure CIA office in 1953, Director Alan Dulles approved a project that would redefine psychological experimentation. Stacks of classified documents filled dark filing cabinets, outlining procedures involving drugs, hypnosis, and behavioral conditioning. The goal was clear: gain control over perception, memory, and decision-making using covert techniques. In response, MKUltra expanded into a network of secret experiments conducted across universities, hospitals, and safe houses. Inside a locked research facility, rows of metal beds lined a dim corridor, each occupied by subjects connected to monitoring machines. Electrodes were attached to human skulls, recording brain activity as chemicals altered perception in real time. Some participants reported distorted faces, moving shadows, and walls that seemed to breathe around them. In a quiet hospital ward, patients were injected with LSD without their knowledge, while doctors recorded their psychological breakdowns. Under fluorescent lights, individuals sat in test rooms, exposed to extreme sensory deprivation inside isolation tanks. In hidden apartments, civilians were unknowingly given hallucinogens, while agents observed behind one-way mirrors. Some subjects were prisoners, others were ordinary citizens, all unaware they had become part of a classified experiment. In one study, participants were forced to listen to repeated audio loops for hours, breaking down their mental resistance. Inside a soundproof chamber, voice echoed endlessly, reshaping memory and perception through repetition. Hypnosis sessions were conducted in dimly lit rooms, attempting to implant commands deep within the subconscious mind. The idea was simple: create individuals who could act without remembering why. In a dark hospital chamber, speakers whispered the same phrase thousands of times, day and night, without pause. Patients lay motionless under sedation, while their minds absorbed repeated commands. Some forgot their own names, others lost entire pieces of their past. In 1960, CIA-funded psychiatrist Donald Ewan Cameron conducted controversial experiments at McGill University. Patients were placed under drug-induced sleep for weeks, while recorded messages played continuously through headphones. Their memories faded, personalities fractured, identities erased under controlled conditions. This process was called psychic driving, a method designed to rebuild the mind from scratch. Behind medical curtains, individuals emerged confused, unable to recognize their own lives. Some could no longer remember family members, others lost basic motor functions. The damage was permanent. In secret safe houses across San Francisco, agents ran operations involving drugs and surveillance. Rooms were filled with hidden cameras, recording subjects interacting under the influence of LSD. Sex workers were used to lure individuals, bringing them into monitored environments without suspicion. In a hidden apartment, a camera lens pointed through a small hole in the wall, capturing every movement. Glasses were quietly filled, substances mixed without detection. Within minutes, behavior shifted, reactions slowed, perception distorted. Behind mirrors, agents observed behavior, documenting reactions to chemical exposure. This operation was known as Operation Midnight Climax. Every movement, every reaction, recorded in classified reports stored inside government archives. But even within the agency, concerns began to grow. Internal memos described unpredictable outcomes, psychological damage, and ethical violations. Yet the program continued. Inside a secure archive room, metal shelves were packed with folders marked classified. Each file contained names, procedures, and outcomes never meant to be seen. In 1973, as investigations into intelligence agencies increased, CIA Director Richard Helms ordered the destruction of MK-Ultra records. Boxes of documents were shredded, burned, erased from official history. Ash filled the air as years of experiments disappeared forever. Only fragments remained, scattered reports, financial records, and survivor testimonies. What survived revealed over 150 sub-projects, many still not fully understood. The full scope of MK-Ultra was never officially documented. Congressional hearings in 1975 exposed parts of the program, bringing hidden operations into public view. In a government hearing room, former officials admitted to unauthorized human experimentation. Victims testified, describing memory loss, psychological trauma, and unexplained experiences. But accountability remained limited. Most details were already gone. The program had operated for over a decade, hidden behind layers of secrecy. Even today, declassified files remain incomplete, with blacked-out sections hiding key details. Survivors still search for answers, trying to understand what was done to them. Some believe the methods never disappeared, only evolved into deeper secrecy. Because once control is discovered, it is rarely abandoned. It is refined. And even after exposure, questions remained unanswered. How many people were affected? How far did the experiments go? And what information was never recovered? Because MK-Ultra was not just about control. It was about silence. Decades later, in a different setting, another mystery emerged, one that terrified an entire region. In a dark California suburb, police cars lined a quiet street as investigators examined a crime scene under flashing lights. A shadow moved through the night, unseen, unidentified, leaving behind victims and unanswered questions. The Zodiac Killer was never caught, never identified, and never fully understood. If you want to uncover more real stories hidden behind classified secrets and unsolved mysteries, subscribe now. A masked figure, a cipher that no one could fully decode, and a trail of fear that still lingers decades later. The Zodiac Killer, the mystery that law enforcement could never solve, and the truth that may still be hidden.